Okay, hello there viewers. So let's start with this particular subtopic which I call fraction, modulus, inequalities, because you can see over there fraction, modulus and inequalities. So this is where you need to all the techniques that you have learned combined. There are many ways on how to solve. The most usual way of solving is that we split it into two sides, but that method is very long and there's a very subjective sign, very frequent to careless mistakes. So I highly propose this method which I call a DiCE method. Okay, where we take the denominator and we cross it and we exclude it. Okay, let me show you in action. Alright, so for this question, what is your denominator? We take this modulus x plus 4. Okay, this is your deno, and then we cross it. Once you cross it, you get yourself into something like this, and then you must exclude the x plus 4. Exclude x plus 4 where things are not equals to 0, so you get yourself x not equals to negative 4. Well, if you're good enough, you can straight away write this line, this last line. But the reason why I'm adding these two, because some people they can't get it straight away. Of course, right now you might have some question that, hey sir, I thought you cannot cross x plus 4 to the other side when there's inequalities. Well, the thing is, with this modulus x plus 4, is always positive because it's modulus. Well, in normal cases you can't cross it out because you are not sure whether it's positive or negative, but in this particular case we are sure it is always positive. So in this case you can cross multiply. Remember, you take the deno, you cross it out, and you must exclude. These steps, I need to stress it, is necessary. You must write down in exams. If you do not write down, then you will lose all your marks, 0. If you are good enough, then just write this final line. It's good enough. Okay, these two steps are just to help you out. Now if you see that, now you see this particular question, they are both sides of them are modulus. So if you see both sides modulus, what's your next step is simply square both sides. Okay, once you square both sides, you get yourself into here. Now nothing much over here, you just try and solve it up, simplify and solve it. Okay, once you reach here, you can see yourself that you got yourself what I call the quadratic inequalities. You see x squared and square root and inequalities. So how you solve it? Just by using quadratic inequalities, which I highly recommend by using a smiling graph technique. And you see there, and since this one is more than 0, so more is up. Alright, over here you need to be a little bit careful, because we are excluding x minus 4, or x equals to minus 4. So where is x equals to minus 4 in this particular case? X equals to minus 4 is over here, where you want to exclude it. In these particular examples, we are a bit lucky because our answers that we want is in this area, and negative 4 doesn't disturb our answers. So we can leave our answer in this way. Either you want to leave your answer in inequalities form, or you want to leave your answer in interval form. Both of them are acceptable. Okay, I'm showing you another example where it disturbs the answers. Okay, moving on to the next example, you see yourself in fraction inequalities example. So what are we trying to do is, firstly you take the denominator and then you cross it up. Okay, why can you cross this modulus x plus 3? Remember, modulus x plus 3 is always positive. In this particular case you can cross it. Okay, once you have crossed it, now what your next step is to exclude it. Okay, write down in exams, exclude x plus 3 not equals to 0, x not equals to negative 3. This step, as I mentioned before, must write. If you do not write this line, you will get 0. Okay, I forgot to mention, why must you exclude negative 3? Because if x equals to negative 3, then I'm going to divide by 0, so that's why we need to exclude that. Okay, if you are good enough, you can write this line straight away. Okay, once you have excluded, you see yourself in this particular case, both of them are modulus, both sides modulus. So how do you solve both sides modulus? Basically, you square both sides. Okay, once you square both sides, you got over here, and I would like to mention, don't forget to multiply the 4 inside, and don't forget to square these two, because a lot of people forget it. and then just solve it up, simplify it. Okay, once you reach here, remember that you got yourself into a quadratic inequalities. How do you solve it? I highly recommend you use a graph technique, smiling graph technique. Okay, for this particular case, please have a look. Where is x equals to negative 3 in this here? Negative 3 is over here. I'm taking this value and I'm checking out with here. Okay, so we want to exclude this negative 3. So we can see our answers lies over here as usual. Okay, but since there's an exclusion of negative 3, do these steps. Okay, look very carefully. This is something new for you. Firstly, you backslash. You don't have to write this commentary, backslash, because it means exclude. You want to exclude what? You want to exclude the negative 3. And do take note, we want to exclude just negative 3 without anything else. So what should we do? We do a curly bracket. Because curly bracket means set just for that particular number. Okay, so you can leave your answer in this form, which I find it to be very easy. But of course, you can also leave your answer in this form where we write down inequalities. Put a comma once you have finished writing this one down. Put a comma where x not equals to negative 3. Both of them are fine. Right? You can answer the leaf in this way or in that way. Okay, I'm showing you a few more examples. Okay, let's say you want to exclude x equals to 7 and this is your answers. And let's say we want to find y is equals to 7. Put it over here. Sorry, I cannot find the full example question because I cannot find them. So we want to exclude here. So our answers should just be given in this either two forms. Should you write down the exclude? Since it does not disturb the answers, you should not write it down. Just leave it this way. Okay? There's no point for you to write this one down because it's not there. We are not even touching it. If you still write this one down, I as a marker, I will personally penalize you. Just don't write this down if it does not disturb your answers. In short, if it disturbs your answers, then you write it down. Now let's say that we're trying to exclude here x not equals to 5, and this is our answers that we got. So x not equals to 5 is over here where we want to exclude it. So our answers, we need to exclude it. Just basically we write our answers as usual, then we exclude 5 with a curly bracket. Okay, I would like to stress one more time. That remember to exclude it up. Alright, in this one, you need to write it down the line after immediately you have crossed it. If you do not write this line, then you will get 0 marks because you are technically dividing by 0. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please comment, share, like and subscribe the video.